Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Emma Goode, the Cost of Living Crisis Project Manager at One Voice Wales. I wanted to take some time this afternoon to share some insights into how community and town councils, with the support of One Voice Wales, can continue to support and uplift communities amid the persistent cost of living crisis. Firstly, I want to start by paying tribute to you all. I've been working on the cost of living project now since early 2024, and I've genuinely been staggered by all that you have achieved in response to this crisis. You are clearly deeply aware of the struggles that residents face daily and are really rising to that challenge. Despite some reports in the media suggesting that the cost of living crisis is over or ending, the reality for many of our residents remains challenging. The latest data paints a really sobering picture. Inflation, although decreased from its peak of 11% in October, is still the highest it's been since March 2012. Data from the Citizens Advice Bureau reveals that people are still being hit by above inflation price rises, with average private rents increasing by 9.2% and energy prices, although falling by 12% in April. These falls are not enough to offset rising housing costs and are likely to rise again later in the year. 1.5 million mortgage holders will see their payments increase by £1,800 this year, so people really are in a catch-up, slide-back situation where policy measures such as increases in the minimum wage and benefits uprating are quickly outpaced by rising costs. One of the most concerning issues is the rising problem of negative budgets. More than half of those people seeking debt advice from Citizens Advice are in a negative budget, meaning that their income is insufficient to cover their essential costs. Back in January 2019, people had £20 left over each month. Fast forward to April 2024, and they are now coming up short on average by £35 a month. Claire Moriarty, the CEO of Citizens Advice, said, "It's still a very bleak picture for many, with an even keel always out of reach." The Trussell Trust, which supports a nationwide network of food banks, reported providing a record 3.1 million emergency food parcels last year. And in Wales, food banks distributed a staggering 187,000 emergency food parcels in 23-24, a rise of 64% over the past 5 years. 68,000 of those emergency food parcels in Wales were delivered to children. The chief executive of the Trussell Trust said, "It's 2024 and we're facing historically high levels of food bank need. As a society, we cannot allow this to continue. We must not let food banks become the new normal." I think these insights really underscore the continuing severity of the situation. And whilst there are some signs of easing, such as the drop in energy costs, the challenges remain really quite significant. And it's clear that our communities are really still grappling with high costs of heating, electricity, housing, transport and food. And this financial strain is leading to increased stress and anxiety, affecting both people's mental and physical health. You may remember earlier this year we asked you to complete a cost of living crisis survey, and that was really aimed at gauging your awareness and response to these issues. And the results were really illuminating. A remarkable 97% of you were showing high awareness of the cost of living challenges, with 53% of councils actively involved with delivering and supporting initiatives to address the challenges, really demonstrating a commendable commitment to your communities. Yet there is potential to turn this high level of awareness into even more action. The top challenges identified by councils were affording heating and electricity, housing costs, transport and food. So no real surprises there, but community support is really critical in facing these challenges. So it's about engagement with our communities, understanding their needs and directing them to the appropriate support. But what is clear is the community support being provided by community and town councils across Wales is truly something to be very proud of. Councils are delivering initiatives such as warm hubs, social and wellbeing activities, elder-focused activities, and these are all making a tangible difference. However, there is always more that can be done. And One Voice Wales is really committed to shining a light on these efforts that often go unrecognised and supporting councils to expand these critical services. And community and town councils in Wales are uniquely positioned to deliver cost of living support to your communities. Your proximity to your residents and your deep understanding of local needs make you really effective at delivering really targeted and impactful interventions. You have an intimate understanding of your local areas. You can identify specific needs and tailor solutions accordingly. And this local knowledge enables you to respond quickly and effectively to emerging issues, making you really adaptable in times of crisis. You have strong relationships with residents, businesses and local organisations, and you foster a real sense of trust and collaboration. And this trust is really crucial when implementing support initiatives, as residents are much more likely to engage with and benefit from services provided to them by those who are familiar. You are flexible and innovative compared to maybe larger government bodies, allowing you to pilot new ideas and implement creative solutions tailored to your community's unique needs. Just look at all you achieved during COVID. Community and town councils are adept at forming partnerships in your localities, and these collaborations enhance capacity to deliver support services and reach a broader segment of the community. And so importantly, you give voice to your residents, to their concerns, and contribute to decision-making processes. This ensures that the support provided is relevant and effective, as it's directly informed by those it aims to help. In the face of the ongoing cost of living crisis, it's more important than ever that community and town councils in Wales speak up about the vital contributions that you make to your communities. You're at the forefront of addressing local challenges, from providing warm hubs and food banks to organising wellbeing events and digital inclusion programmes. By actively communicating your contributions, you'll raise awareness about the critical role that you play in enhancing the quality of life for residents, fostering greater appreciation and trust within the community. This transparency not only builds accountability, but also encourages greater community engagement and participation. When residents are aware of the positive impacts, they are more likely to get involved, volunteer, and support council-led projects, strengthening the social fabric of the community. Highlighting your contributions is also a critical part of the advocacy process to government. By showcasing the tangible benefits of your work, a compelling case can be made for continued support and resources. And crucially, it emphasises the unique position of local councils to understand and respond to local needs with precision and immediacy. Therefore, it's imperative that community and town councils in Wales speak up about your invaluable contributions, ensuring your voices are heard to continue making a meaningful difference in the lives of Welsh residents. And how do we at One Voice Wales hope to help? Well, via our survey, 60% of responding councils said they wanted to know more about their role in supporting communities with the cost of living initiatives. In response, we have identified some key action areas, so community and warm spaces, food, health and wellbeing, clothing and repurposing, benefits and budgeting, and transport. And we have begun delivering a programme of activities and support under these action areas. We have already delivered webinars on the current state of the cost of living crisis and another on community transport. We will be delivering a youth engagement and services webinar in July, and in September we will be looking at services engagement with elder persons via our webinar. And in these sessions we focus on information delivery, but mostly they are about hearing from other councils who are currently delivering projects and services, and they describe how they have gone about it, talk about their experiences, the issues, the solutions, the pitfalls, the benefits, and are able to answer questions directly on those topics. We have started building our Information and Resources Hub, an online space with dedicated resources, guidance, case studies, toolkits, and other information. We have also launched the One Voice Wales Cost of Living Crisis Facebook group, and we hope that that will facilitate networking and collaboration and the sharing of experiences among councils. And the membership of that is growing daily. This month we will be running our first Councils Connect session via Zoom, which is a regular session that we will be hosting. The Cost of Living Crisis team at One Voice Wales will be hosting. And these sessions are designed to provide a dedicated online regular discussion space for community and town councils in Wales, so that you can collaboratively address cost of living crisis and other issues. Participants, we hope, can share their experiences and challenges and effective strategies. And we hope to foster a community of support and collective problem solving. So our first session of that is on July the 19th, and we will continue in that session to explore the issues around community transport that we started looking at during our first webinar in June. So in conclusion, I just want to finish today by all of us listening to the voices of those that we hope that we can collectively continue to support.
Communication and chatting, and well, you can see from how many's in the room, it's very, very popular.
I enjoy the community spirit. I enjoy coming along and speaking to different people, and enjoying a meal in the daytime. And sometimes it's really, you don't like to sit at home on your own if you're on your own.
We come every week, and it's mainly just company, keep warm. A cup of tea, cup of coffee. We don't usually have anything to eat, do we? But it's just a nice place to come to meet lots of people, especially if you're on the house on your own, and with the weather being very cold, and that's the reason really we come.
Everything helped me, along with food share as well. When my grandson was ill in hospital, it meant I could come and get a good meal, but I could concentrate on using money for fuel in my car.
This is town council, isn't it? That's give the funding. So we're very grateful that they're actually funding things like this. We're very lucky for that.
Well, for the company and for the opportunity to be able to come out and meet lots and lots of people, and we will miss it very much if this ever did change or not. Friend, I already know a lot of people, but I know a lot more now.
It's a friendly place, everybody's very welcoming. I've only been coming for just under a year. You get to meet people, have a chat, and get to watch a good film.
I've been coming the last few months, and I think it's lovely for people who, a lot of these people who attend are at home all alone during the week, and they get to come along on a Friday and chat to people, and I feel as if I'm making a difference by chatting to them, because that might be the only contact they have during the week with other people, and I think it's an invaluable service, so I support it.
My wife passed away 2 years ago, And this is a lifesaver, this kind of thing, you know. And the films have been very good.
Cope with my stresses I've had cancer and things like that, and it's just good for you. And everybody's so friendly. We've all got a need to be in the group, and everyone's so friendly. And I just enjoy seeing it. That's it.
And you get to meet such a wide array of people from all backgrounds and experiences, and it gets you away from everyday stress and bad news on the telly, which is good fun. And of course the singing and the music just lifts your spirits.
And full of laughter. Just takes your mind off all the other things which is going on in the world, which you don't need today, and in my opinion, it's brilliant.
The Joseph Rowntree Foundation's Poverty Report 2024 stated that in October 2023, 2.8 million of the poorest households were in arrears with their bills. 4.2 million households were going without essentials, and 3.4 million households reported not having enough money for food. As we move forward, we at One Voice Wales are inspired by the resilience and dedication of our community and town councils. Your continued efforts are really crucial in meeting these challenges, and we hope that together we can continue to support and uplift our residents through these continuing challenging times. Many thanks for your time this afternoon. Apologies that I can't be there in person, but my colleague Vanessa is there alongside Lynn Cadwallader to answer any questions that you might have about the cost of living crisis project. And I hope to see you very soon. Many thanks.